What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. Honey, the fire department, the cops are over here. There was this, what is this called? It was a truck, like a SUV over here, full of like clothes. I thought somebody, homeless was in there. And I guess it caught on fire. I don't know if that's the man's car, if that's his car, but somebody's out there. But the whole thing is on fire, child. I don't know. I mean, it's not on fire anymore. It's just burnt up. But I noticed it. I was like, what is this thing? And it had been there. In the back of the window was like the back window was broken. And it was just a bunch of clothes in there. And I guess somebody set it on fire. Glad the car didn't blow up, child. Anyway, so I'm down here talking about Married to Medicine. Season 2, episode 2 of LA, right? I was just listening to Nene on the Breakfast Club this morning, and Nene is so funny to me. She really is funny, but she's really delusional. She said that Candy has never been number one at anything. Girl, what are you talking about? You really sound crazy, Nene. Like, I was like, what is she talking about? And she said how all the girls had to come. I wonder if he started the fire, because he over here smiling and laughing and giggling and shit. What the hell is going on? Honey, as a matter of fact, no, I'm good. I'm good right here. I'm good right here. I don't know if it, maybe they did. Maybe the witness came and they saw it. I don't know, because some guy's walking back to his car, back over to the policeman. Child, I don't know. Anyways, so Imani, they start off with Imani and saying that she has daddy issues because her father abandoned her, and so she cuts people off really quick. I wonder if that's why I cut people off really quick. Well, I don't know. But Heavenly said they start off, they ended where they start off where they ended at the party. So Jazmin and Imani, they make up, and that was really easy, coming off of I don't F with her. And I don't know, and there was some man there whose hairline was like back here, and he was serving drinks with his shirt off. I was like, what is going on? He needs a wig. Heavenly was getting her foot rubbed. She was looking real serious. It looked like it was feeling good. And then Quad asked Jazmin if she felt the apology was sincere or was real from Jazmin. From Imani. I'm trying to figure out, Quad, you getting into business. She's a Taurus, right? You getting into business that you don't have nothing to do with, and you talking about things you don't have nothing to talk about. And it's so funny because I noticed at Britten's party, Britten had her 43rd birthday party. And I noticed that, Contessa got on the microphone. Of course, Mack got on the microphone. But then I saw a real quick shot of Quad with a microphone. I'm glad they didn't play it, because we tired of hearing you talk, Quad. Really, we really are. Shanique and her husband, he's talking about how, when he was, going for his, in school, his med school or whatever, that she was holding it down, and he took a lot for granted from her. She did everything. She took care of everything, took care of the kids and everything like that. And when she was saying how much it was just too much. He was like, you should quit your job. And I'm just trying to figure out, should you quit yours? I don't understand. Like, do some men believe that all you have to do is be the provider? You don't have to contribute it to anywhere else in the household? Like, you don't have to do none of the nurturing, none of the bonding. You don't have to do none of that. You can just, you go to work, come home, she's doing everything, and she's stressed out, and you tell her to quit her job. People don't have the luxury to quit their jobs like that. I wish I could quit my job and just tend to my children. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I guess if that's an option, kudos to you. Shout out to the women whose husbands give them the option of quitting their job so they can just be a maid all day. But she wants to work. She has other things that she's outside of being a mother. She's also a woman who has goals and ambitions and dreams and stuff. All of that doesn't stop. I thought that was weird for him to be like, well, quit your job. Then I was like, how is that an option? But anyway, so she says she wants to be a real estate agent. and moved from being a property manager. Her kids were looking at her like, girls, what is it now? What is it? I don't know nothing about Shanique. Does she go from job to job to job? I don't know what she does, but evidently, what's his name, or her kids are looking at her like, girl, you switching careers again? So they introduced Kendra. She's an OBGYN. We met her last episode when she cussed Heavenly out, which was something that Heavenly needed. And we find out that she's from Southern California. She's Black and Vietnamese. And then her husband, Hobart, who is an internal medicine physician, he is Chinese and Canadian. So they give a little bit of history about them and how they met each other, how he pursued her, how he kind of didn't, every guy, I guess, that was trying to talk to her, he kind of blocked them or whatever. And but they said being two physicians in the household is they're too busy for each other and they don't want to get to that place. They had the cutest fat baby. Baby, listen. That baby was so fat and cute and just round and just squishy. I was like, yes, for the fat Asian babies. We love them. But yes, I wrote cute fat baby. Yes, 5-month-old. That baby was so cute and fat and chunky, honey. So Britten, they get on Britten. Kids look just like Mack, baby. I know Britten ain't gonna take offense like Portia would take offense to, honey. Them kids look just like their daddy. Just like their dad. Do you hear me? The same structure of the face. I was like, dang, those kids look just like their dad. I know Britten ain't mad when somebody says that. Oh, that's a mess. So Contessa, they talked about Contessa. Or Contessa came over, and you know that it's Britten's 43rd birthday, and they talked about a little history with Contessa and Britten and how long they've known each other, and they've been through really every major life moment with each other, and they're really best friends. And I really love to see it. I loved seeing that expression of sisterly love. It's really it's dope. It's dope, and shout out to everybody who is fortunate enough to have that bond with somebody, even outside of being a sibling. If you have a bond with a sibling like that, that's a beautiful thing. But if you have a bond with somebody who is not of your blood and you carry on through your life like that and can stay connected and stay true to each other, and you know, and to the point, you know, they standing up at each other's weddings and giving toast and everything like that. I think it's beautiful. But they did talk about the kids being kicked out of the bedroom and how they don't really have sex because they're married. I don't know what it is, what's going on with that. I don't understand. I don't get it. I would like to, and it's conversation piece. This is seemed to be part of her storyline already, because we've seen Mack walk out of the room. The kids go in the room. I don't understand why she's keeping the kids between them. Something happened. I would hate for something to have happened, but it's something not right, and she's doing that for a reason. She's allowing the children to be a barrier between her and her husband for a reason. It's not by accident, and it's not to console the kids. It's for her. So Britten's 43rd birthday, Mack is organizing the birthday. Everybody shows up. Everybody looks nice. Heavenly has on some heels. Quad says that Heavenly is working on her aesthetic. I said, come on, Quad. Come on. She's working on her aesthetic, and everybody does. Once you get on a reality show and you realize what you look like on television, you change the way you dress outside of television. So if you're ever captured on a television screen, you look a certain way. And we noticed that Heavenly has changed how she dresses. And, you know, and she looked nice. Her shoes, she just can't get the heels together. Not every woman is meant to walk in heels. Some can, some won't, some will, some can't. So, her heels was leaning, baby. They were leaning. She was struggling walking with them heels on, but at least she's trying, and shout out to Heavenly. But them heels, baby, they was leaning. They were leaning, baby. I screamed. And why did they put the camera like right on her feet, and they was like this? Her heels was like this. Linked to the inside. Too heavy. You better get a thicker heel, girl. Get your little block heel until you get your bearings together. So Quad meets Hobart, and she says that she's giving compliments to Kendra, saying that, is that her name, Kendra? Yeah, to say that her husband, you know, is a is a nice guy, and oh, he's cute and this and that. So they shoot to their interview, and Hobart says, I heard what they say about me, and now if I lose business because they worried about my dick size, then we have a problem. But if it's not affecting my business, I don't care. If I think he said, like, if she's a good partier or a drinker, as long as she can drink, then we good. I don't care if you're not affecting my business. I don't give a damn what you say about me. And I was like, yes, Hobart, you better say that. Imani and Jazmin, they come in contact with each other, and Jazmin strikes me as one of those girls who looks for problems with women because she has that pretty complex, right? It's not a complex, but it's like this behavior that a lot of women who are desirable, and it starts when they're little girls, right? It starts when you're little girls. You're treated a certain way, and sometimes these girls, when they're getting along with other women, they try to look for problems. I feel like Jazmin is looking for a problem with Imani. I feel like that hug, and while Quad was asking Jazmin, do you feel like the apology was real, she should have been asking Imani, because it wasn't real on Jazmin's end. Because as soon as Imani walks away, Jazmin is talking about her. And I was like, I don't get this lady. What is it with her? She wants to have a problem with this woman? I don't get it. I didn't understand that. So she mentions that Phil is gone and he's out of town, and he's been out of town for about 3 months in Oklahoma. And she explains to the women that it's about health and wellness. First of all, girls, we just got cool with each other. I don't feel like I need to share this thing with you. And she doesn't want to share it with you right now. And she had a reason for not sharing it right now, is because she wanted it to go into the magazine before she announced it to everybody. And that's a perfectly good reason for me. So they were looking for Britten. Britten was talking about how she was a girl from Chicago. Were they from Chicago or Detroit, somewhere? And she was a rough girl, and now she's more refined, but she used to be the type to take her earrings off and whoop your ass. And okay, Britten. And we see, okay, Britten, but now she's more refined, and now she's like, wants everybody to talk about things. She doesn't want to, fight about everything right away and so quickly. Britten finally arrived. She's very happy with the results of the party. Mack, and I said give him some ass. And then it's so funny because in the interview he goes, when she's happy, I get some booty. I was like, yes, Mack, finally. Cause honey, anyway, so they talking about Imani, Jazmin and Jaznique. Shamin. Should we call them Shamin or Jaznique? Because they always together, but they gossiping about Imani. And Britten and Contessa walk over, and they like, what's going on? Britten knows what's going on with Imani, because Imani has given her the information because she trusts her as her friend, and she knows she's not going to say nothing. And while Jazmin and Shanique are gossiping, Britten is like, girl, what do you think it is? Do you think he's in jail? What do you think? She just egging him on, right? And she was like, girl, I don't know what's going on, but why would he be gone for? Girl, where's your husband, Jazmin? Why you worried? That's so crazy. It's like, why? Now, I guess this is from last season where everybody was worried about Jazmin's husband, and now everybody's worried about Imani's husband. Right? But Imani's husband, we could see him on the TV. He did a FaceTime with Imani on the first episode. So I'm trying to figure out, why is it that you feel like it's he's on the show. Your husband, we don't see him. People say they can, and the baby's name, you don't even want people to know the baby's name. His name is in quotations. I was like, this is crazy. Anyway, maybe that's why she's acting weird towards me. Girl, Imani needs to continue to pay Jazmin dust. She really does, because Jazmin is pressed. She wants to have a problem with this dark-skinned, bald-headed woman. She wants to have a problem. She wants to be able to say that Imani is acting aggressively towards her. Girl, I'm looking at it from a mile away. The next day, Toya leaves back to Atlanta. She has things to do. Shanique and Jazmin have this, Jazmin has this brunch at the house that they're staying at, and Jazmin asked the girls, how was your stay? How did you guys like it? This and that. Here comes Quad. Now, Quad is giving feedback. Now, Quad is giving feedback, and the way that she's delivering it is as if she's giving feedback to someone who is learning, and she is an expertise in what she's explaining, right? She speaks with a lot of confidence. She changes her inflection. She turns into a teacher, right? I really think Quad would be great. She likes to talk, and she would really be great in instruction. Like, I hope she needs to do, I don't know if she has a YouTube channel yet, because everybody's coming to YouTube, but she needs to do like a cooking show, like, so she can really talk, because she really loves to talk, right? So she tells her the things that she should have. You should have waste baskets. You should have toothbrushes. You should have all these things. And then everybody's looking like, kind of uncomfortable. But then Shanique was like, well, good. You want feedback to come from your friends because you know it's coming from a place of love. She fixed it up, because I don't think Jazmin was ready for Quad to give her feedback. I think she was ready for them to be like, oh my God, this is the best LA experience ever. This is perfect. You're perfect. This is perfect. Everything about you is perfect. There's no flaws about you. You don't even eat spice. You're so perfect, Jazmin. And I don't think Jazmin was ready for the feedback from Quad. But the way that Quad delivered it, it just seemed like, girl, what are you telling me? But it was just the way that she delivered it. But had they wrote on little comment cards about their stay, all of those things are relevant. If you're going to supply this, you're going to give the ultimate experience. Girl, where are the waste baskets? I need to be able to throw my little cotton swabs away. Where's the toothbrushes? Where are where's the linen? You know what I'm saying? If this is going to be the full experience, girl, I'm okay with her saying that. It's just the way that she said it. Heavenly starts talking about what I said that Heavenly has a problem with. What do I always say? Heavenly does not respect women who are pretty, because it comes from her sister, who was able to get things based on her looks and did not have to be smart because she was pretty. So when Heavenly comes in contact with pretty women, she automatically assumes that they're getting by on their looks. I told y'all that, right? And it's only from Heavenly's mouth that she deals with that. Comes from her sisters. When you come in contact with people as adults and they're treating you a certain kind of way, don't forget they have family. Don't forget they have history before you. They have a childhood. They have siblings, uncles, and nieces, and how they deal with you might be how they dealt with someone else. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the reason why Heavenly that's the reason why she doesn't like Mariah. That's the reason why she goes hard on Toya. She doesn't respect women unless they're professionals. She doesn't. If you getting by on your looks, she doesn't respect you. And I can appreciate that. I don't like a dumb, pretty girl. If you're going to be pretty, you better be smart. I know that in the society that we live in, for women, beauty is the commodity, where for men, money is the commodity. So for women, in order to be beautiful, you can go far being beautiful. You don't have to be smart, because doors will open for you as long as you're desirable and you're pretty, and you have to look a certain way, right? But if you don't, I don't have respect for you. And that's what Heavenly was saying. I didn't think you were smart. Usually when I see pretty women, I don't automatically assume that they're smart. And that's just something that she needs to work on, because we see that Jazmin is a smart person. She's created this business, this concierge business, and it's wonderful. Imani says she's the only child. They talked about how Imani says she's like very stoic, and she says that, it's because I'm from New York. No, we're not going to do that. And it was the first time that I heard Imani's accent, because I didn't know she was from New York. I just thought it was just, maybe it's New York. Maybe it is the environment that she's from, in addition to her profession, makes her very, very serious and like, I don't play games with you. I don't have time to kiss your ass. I'm not doing none of that. So maybe that's all around it. But I hate for people to say they rude because they're from New York. Honey, niggas from California is just as rude as people from New York, except for people from California look you in your face when people from New York walk super duper fast by you, and we walk a little slower because we're enjoying the mountain breeze and the ocean breeze at the same time. So they talked about Imani and Britten, how Imani and Britten go sit down, and they talk about how they're both in essence, Imani and her husband are both in essence for two different things. I agree with her. That's a power couple. You guys are not here as a couple. You guys are individuals in your own right. being acknowledged and celebrated for the things that you've accomplished, that to me is a power couple. As individuals, we're very, very strong, which makes us stronger together. And so she says, you woke? What you woke? What? She said the woke 100. She said, girl, what you woke about? Which was cute. It's a little jokes amongst friends. But her husband is opening a dispensary in Oklahoma, and that's the reason why she didn't want to say anything, because she wanted the magazine to come out first. She talked about Jazmin and Shanique gossiping. And she was like, of course, they don't have nothing else to do. Women who don't have nothing else to do tend to talk about other people. We all talk about everybody. Everybody talks about everybody. But she didn't want to say nothing until the article came out. So they talked about the drug dealer house, and I finally got to see it. I originally thought they were talking about this property, this investment property that they're using for their concierge service. But they are talking about her house, and it does look like Scarface. It does. It looks like the house out of Scarface. Like, it really does. Not to say that your husband is a drug dealer, but bitch, your house looks like it could be sitting down in Miami somewhere on the water. It looks like Scarface, okay? It looks like his house. Tony Montana. It looks like his house, and there's nothing. So if you think that is, I don't know why she took it to say that you're saying that my husband is a drug dealer, but I think it's ironic that Imani's husband is going into the dispensary, into the cannabis business, so he is actually the drug dealer, which was funny to me. Anybody else catch that? All right, Shanique and Jazmin talked about, Shanique and Jazmin were saying that Imani was fake. So they were sitting down drinking. So here it is again. That's the reason why Quad should have really asked Imani, because Jazmin said, oh no, it was real. But now you sitting here in the kitchen with Shanique talking shit about Jazmin and saying that she's fake and that her husband is not around, talking about the drug dealer comments again. And then Shanique goes, well, we're going to call her out. We're going to call her out. I was like, okay, girl, y'all, I don't know how Imani is, and I haven't seen her get angry with anybody, but I don't know if you want to call her out. She don't seem like she bites her tongue. I don't know. Anyways, y'all, that was pretty much it for the episode. Y'all take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Peace.